You're back again. It's not like I was waiting or anything, but for some reason, seeing your face makes me feel a little relieved. So today, I might let a tiny secret slip. You know how we cats sometimes stare at you from behind something, just watching? Yeah, I'm going to tell you why we do that. There's a real reason for it. Seriously. First, sometimes it's because I want to make sure it's safe. It might startle you when our eyes suddenly meet out of the corner of your vision, but that's basically my little security patrol. We've got this instinct that says, if you just rush out and get spotted right away, that's dangerous. So we hide first and we watch. And since we're really good at picking things up with our eyes and ears, even from a distance, I can still read your movements and your voice. Honestly, I'm acting like I'm hiding, but the truth is, part of me kind of wants you to notice me too. Second, sometimes it's because I want attention, but I can't quite work up the courage to come over. We cats are surprisingly timid, you know, even when I'm thinking, I want to play, or I want you to pet me. If I'm not fully in the mood, I can suddenly feel like I don't even know how I'm supposed to approach. So I start by checking what you're doing from behind something. We also try to read your feelings by watching your eyes. So if I look at your face and it feels like I can relax, I might quietly come a little closer. But if you suddenly reach out all hyped up, I'm retreating immediately, okay? Just so you know. Third, sometimes it's because I'm checking my favorite route. This probably isn't something most people realize, but we care a lot about where we're going and the exact distance of a jump. So before we move, we'll sometimes do a quiet safety check. When I'm watching from behind something, it might be because there's a jump point ahead, or because I'm checking whether your lap is in the best possible position. Cats measure height and distance really accurately, so the more cautious the cat is, the more we'll stare first and only move after that. Fourth, sometimes it's because I'm stalking something that looks like prey. That's just hunting instinct. If I spot something that moves, like a little scrap of paper on the floor or a ribbon you're waving around, I'll lower my body, hide for a second, and wait for the perfect timing to pounce. That first step is the watching from behind something part. In my head, I'm fully in hunt mode, but when you notice and grin about it, it's kind of embarrassing. Fifth, and sometimes there's no big reason at all. I'm just watching. This might surprise you, but we cats sometimes stare for no reason, like you happen to be there, or the view from that spot feels calming. That's honestly it. Humans always try to find meaning in everything, but cats can enjoy doing nothing, just being. And maybe, even if I'm just zoning out, feeling you there in the same space makes me a little more at ease. Phew, so yeah, I watch you for all sorts of reasons, but it's not like I'm trying to be mean. It just means, in my own way, you catch my attention. And sure, hiding behind something feels calming. Plus, watching the way you move is oddly entertaining, so I end up doing it without thinking. Anyway, even if you don't pay attention to me, I'll watch on my own. So that kind of distance isn't so bad, right? If today's little story was even slightly interesting or made you go, huh, you can subscribe or hit like if you want. It's not like I'm forcing you, but if you do, I might end up in a slightly better mood. Alright then, I'm going to go take a nap. I'll see you in the next video.